I don't think everyone should quit a 9 to 5. If you are happy and fulfilled in your 9 to 5, then definitely stay there. Because entrepreneurship is not for everyone. But this video is for the men that want to start their own business, that want to create a different level of freedom and independence in their life, but that have been unable to take that next step and to take that leap to make it happen. And the reasons I'm going to share with you in this video are all internal, because I believe you create external mastery through internal mastery. And especially in today's world, you can't hide anymore behind not knowing what to do, because all the information is out there. So here are the most common reasons why most men are unable to quit their 9 to 5. And the first reason is that you are waiting for permission. And this is also a tricky one because most people, they don't realize they are seeking for permission. I remember being stuck in my coaching business and I didn't know how to make progress. I didn't know how to grow. So I was anxiously looking for these strategies and this new piece of information because I felt in my body that I was missing something. And then I started to work with this coach and I explained to him my whole situation, the problem that I was facing, how I didn't know how to grow. And then he asked me the question. Just imagine that you are mentoring me and I come to you with the question, how do I grow my coaching business? What advice would you give me? And in that moment, I wanted to impress him with all the information that I acquired. So I went all out with all the strategies that I would implement, all the details, all the nuances in this whole process. And when I was done sharing this with him, he looked at me and said, you know that you can start a whole business just by teaching people this framework. Why don't you just do it? And in that moment, he destroyed everything that I thought was true. Because I believed that I was missing something. I needed a new strategy to get unstuck. But in that simple conversation and that simple exchange, I realized that the thing that I was actually looking for was permission. I needed someone to tell me, you can do it. You have all the information you need. You can go, just start creating and building. Because the moment I implemented all the things that I mentioned to him was the moment my progress skyrocketed, it exploded. So I was avoiding to do the uncomfortable work, and this was hiding behind, I'm missing something. And if we relate this to you, what are you waiting for to get started? What imaginary conditions have you set in place before you can get started? Because you need to meet these conditions first. I believe the moment you receive the goal and the dream is the moment you already received permission to go for it. That was the moment that you've been chosen, because a lot of people are walking around not even thinking about the possibility to start their own business and to create more freedom for themselves and others. So the fact that you're here even watching this video, the fact that you received this dream and this goal is all the permission that you need to go for it. And the second reason is that you are living life to please others. You are living a life according to the expectations that others have of you, or that you think others have of you. The most common regret that people have on the deathbed is, I wish I lived a life, I wish I had more courage to live a life true to myself, instead of in alignment with the expectations that others have of me. And this goes so deep, because if you're choosing to live a life to please others, you are choosing a life of regret. I talk to a lot of people in their 20s and men that want to start their own business. Their most common pain point is, but what will my parents think of me? So they are living a life in alignment with the expectations that their parents have of them. Because your parents, they want you to get a secure job, a safe job, a job that is maybe even prestigious in the eyes of others, a job that makes you a lot of money. So what they expect of you is to finish school, finish your studies, and go into the corporate world. But if you want to start your own business, you're choosing a risky path, an uncertain path. There's no secure income, maybe even for years. And then questions come up as in, how do I tell this to my parents? What will they think of me? What if they don't support me? What if they are disappointed in me that I'm choosing this path? What if I work on this for years and I fail? And they will come to me and say, you see, we told you so. You should have worked in this kind of job. Like all these questions, they hold you back from taking action because you're living a life trying to please others instead of living a life true to yourself. And this is the actual goal. You forget that it's your life. You don't have to give anyone any justification for why you do what you want to do. Just because you want it is all the justification. That's the best reason you can give. Why are you doing this thing? Because I want to. Why are you starting this business? Because I want to. You don't need to give any other explanation. And the interesting thing is, people around you, they don't have to understand why you do what you do. They don't have to understand you. Why is that so important? It's your life. You have the dream, you have the goal. They don't. So of course they don't understand you. It will only make sense to them years from now. So you have a choice to live a life to please others or to live a life true to yourself. And 5 years from now, if you look back at this moment, at this period, what kind of decisions would make you really proud? What would create such an epic story in your life? What kind of decisions would you be making? Regardless of what is happening. Because if you're looking at transformation, it's usually not the safest and secure options, the certain options that create the most amount of transformation in your life. It's usually the decisions that require the most amount of courage, that involve a lot of risk, where you put everything on the line. These create these beautiful life stories, and these create the most amount of transformation. And this is the thing that you're actually looking for as well. And it's going to be messy, which also brings me to the next reason. The reason why you're unable to quit your 9 to 5 is because you're trying to get everything perfect. You're seeking for more information to find the best way, to find the fastest way, the most certain way even, or the easiest way. We're trying to get everything perfect in the process because you don't want to make mistakes, you don't want to be rejected, you don't want to fail. And this results in you trying to solve problems that aren't even there yet. You are just running around in circles in your mind, trying to solve all these imaginary problems. I recently was talking to a coach that was stuck in this exact situation. He was sharing with me the problems that he was trying to solve around how to work with certain objections that he would get in the sales process and how we could work through them. So this is all cool, like this is important information to learn, but he was just running around in circles in his mind, trying to solve all these objections. And when I asked him the question, are you even facing these objections right now? Did someone give you that objection and you didn't know what to do? And he said, no. So why are you focusing on solving these problems? I asked him a very simple question. How many people are you talking to on a weekly basis about your coaching services? His answer was 0. So why would you think about solving a problem about objections when you're not even talking to people about your coaching services? This is the actual problem that you need to solve, not all the problems in the future. And this is where people try to get everything perfect in the process. You try to get every single step already perfect and want to already have solved all the problems. But the thing is, you need to look at the problem that you're facing right now, the problem that is right in front of you, and solve that one. And then you will automatically run into the next problem that needs solving. And the thing about entrepreneurship is you have to get over this perfection mindset, because it's going to get dirty. It's going to get messy in the process. You will face so many problems that you can't even imagine right now. And that's what you're choosing. This is part of the process. You need to be able to solve problem after problem after problem, because there are an infinite amount of problems lined up for you that need to be solved. But you can't jump to problem number 20 without solving problem number 1 and 2 and everyone before them. You need to solve the problem that's right in front of you. The most important part is that you get emotion, because you can do 20 hours of studying sales without doing any sales calls. But the moment you do your first sales call is the moment you will forget 99% of the things that you studied, because there's a huge difference between experiential knowing and intellectual knowing. And most people hide behind the intellectual knowing. They're studying and planning and preparing and solving all these problems in their mind without taking any steps. That's why you always have to choose motion over perfection. You have to embrace imperfection. You have to embrace the messiness. You have to embrace that you will face so many problems in the process, because this is entrepreneurship. It's solving problems over and over and over again. Another reason is you are waiting to feel ready. You are waiting for this magical feeling to come to you, waiting to feel confidence, waiting to feel this unstoppable belief, waiting to feel this excitement, waiting to feel that this is the right path, that you're certain that this is the right path. And it's pretty crazy that so many people are waiting to do something until they feel ready. If you say you value your development, your personal development and your growth, then you're not supposed to feel ready. Because when you feel ready, there is no growth. You're supposed to not feel ready. Because this means that when you take action, you have to stretch yourself. You have to become a completely new version of you to be able to handle the new situation, to be able to become competent in the completely new environment that you stepped into. This is the growth that we're all after, this evolution process and this growth process when it comes to our identity. The person that you're meant to be is waiting on the other side of not feeling ready, and you taking action anyway. The most common mistake that I see that people make is they misinterpret their feelings. So when they feel something negative or when they feel something uncomfortable, like not feeling ready, they create a conclusion of, I'm not supposed to be doing this. Maybe I shouldn't do this. I'm not ready yet. It's not the right time. Maybe it's not in alignment. It's not the right thing for me to do. They create all these conclusions and they wait. They wait until they have a positive feeling to take action. But what if this is the complete wrong conclusion? How do we even know that this is true? Who has created this conclusion that whenever you feel not ready, that you shouldn't be taking action? Because what if the opposite is true? What if this is actually your sign to lean into it, to move towards it, to take a step into the unknown? Because like I said, I believe the person that you're meant to be is waiting on the other side. It's these kind of stretches that will create faster progress for you. Because that's the thing that we're all after. These courageous decisions, these risks, they will create the fastest progress. These are the things that you're actually looking for. Similar to the problems that I described in the last point. This waiting to feel ready will never go away. The problems that you face in entrepreneurship will never go away if you are choosing growth. Because every time you take a step while you not feel ready, eventually it becomes your new standard, this new way of living, this new identity. But when this becomes your new standard, you will see a different mountain, and you will have a different goal, a different ambition that you not feel ready for. And then you take the same step while not feeling ready. It becomes a new standard. And then you have a different ambition and a different dream. So the more you grow, if growth is important to you, then this is something you need to embrace, that you do not feel ready every single time in the process. And instead of creating a negative conclusion out of this, lean into it. Every time you feel fear, you lean into it. Every time you do not feel ready, you take action anyway. Because the faster you do this, the more progress you will make. And the last reason that I also quickly want to share with you is you think you need more information. And this is a trap that I've fallen into way too many times. Because I was acquiring so much knowledge. I was reading so many books, all the courses, all the YouTube videos. And what I didn't realize is I was doing this from a place of fear. I was acquiring all this knowledge because I was afraid to take action. I was afraid to do the uncomfortable work. I was afraid to show courage and take action while I didn't feel ready. Because the thing that I was actually afraid of was to make mistakes, to be rejected, to be embarrassed. And especially that other people would see this. I'm okay with failing in private when nobody sees this, but it's more difficult to fail when everybody's watching. And this is what you do when starting a business. When you start a business, you put yourself out there. You have to. But how do you feel when people are seeing that you have no idea what you're doing? How do you feel when people see you starting out small? And this is a painful experience that we're avoiding, and we're hiding behind studying and getting all the courses. But the actual thing that is important is execution, relentless execution, the application of all the knowledge. This is where currently I'm not even acquiring knowledge anymore. Only when I run into a problem that I don't know how to solve and I need specific knowledge or specific advice from an individual that helps me solve it. Because I remember a coaching session that I had with my coach, and he told me, you haven't made enough mistakes yet. You haven't embarrassed yourself enough yet. You haven't been rejected enough yet to get the results that you want. And this made me create a completely different relationship with rejection, mistakes, and failure, and all this embarrassment. This is the price that you have to pay for success. But you are procrastinating on this payment by studying, by reading books. And this is again where execution is mandatory.